Rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no different. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the Big Apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Presley. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st and 10, Presley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Presley. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Presley. This is caught by Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch out now, 50 Fury, red, cycle.
The Lance going to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
The Niners at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. Now, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Black open. Black one. On the ball. Ball red. Green jack. Ready.
Now a play fake. Lance. Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have taken the lead.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
To throw on second down. Presley caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. An inside give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Looking to throw on second down. Presley looking left side, and he's got a man. That's it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Working from the gun, Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd down, Presley. And his throw is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To throw on 3rd down, Presley. He completes it to Evans. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to double the back, You better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra
touchdown. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down, Presley. This one caught by Isabella. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Presley. That'll be caught, it's Isabella. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw. Presley. And that is taken in by Hurst. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking to throw on second down. Presley. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 4th down, Presley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. And Lance now to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay.
And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into their second-half blowout material. 1st down, here's Mitchell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is caught. It's Coates. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2nd and 5 now. Lance. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Mitchell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Lance on the option right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Lance now on 3rd and goal. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be, and my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. There on the tackle, Amani Oruwariye. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll go with the option, coming right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out.
And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 2nd and 9, Lance throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mitchell. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
This thing is ugly. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to the air on second down. Presley, that's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. The 30, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run the option left side, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Johnson on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this is caught by Evans. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off play action. Presley trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance